Hi guys, welcome to
Blended Roots.
Welcome back to another episode. We got a couple of things that we're going to do with you today. First off, we are going to, actually we might just talk and rate at the same time. But anyways, we have some new stuff that we stumbled upon at Walmart and at the gas station yesterday. And we want to try this stuff, and we're going to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being ugh, and 10 being freaking amazing. And whilst we are doing that, listen, it's never boring in the Pranner's household, so we have a story for you. So let's get to it. Okay. Do we want to start with the Ghirardelli? One of these?
Oh, you meant any of these?
Yeah.
So, by the way, I love everything pumpkin, and so does Kim. So, if it says pumpkin spice on it, I'm going to try it. If anybody can find the pumpkin spice Alani, I need one.
Just tell us where.
I just want to try. Just like let us know like where.
Because last year we spent like $200 on the Witch's Brew because
we drove to Ohio and bought cases. We did share. We did share with Allison and Paige. We did share. It was fun. We also shared the chocolate with Paige too yesterday.
Yes.
We had a birthday party that we planned and did because we're event planners for fun.
We do on the side.
So yeah, if anybody ever needs any help, that's what we do.
But we went to Walmart and I saw the pumpkin spice Ghirardelli, and I was like, oh my god, Amber, we have to buy our first pumpkin spice.
as soon as July 4th is over, it is spooky season, and it's like I'm ready for sweater weather. Like yeah. All right, so let's try pumpkin spice caramel.
By the way, not sponsored by Ghirardelli. However, if you would like to sponsor us, we would love it. Okay.
We would also like to talk to you about coming up with some sugar-free options because
yes.
for us gastric bypass and diet girlies. So we're sharing and we're probably still not eat all of this because if we ate all of this candy, we would be
absolutely ill before this episode was ever even over.
Yeah.
Okay. So this Ghirardelli is a milk chocolate square, and the pumpkin spice caramel is like an oozy, luscious filling. So, oh my gosh. Oh, heck yeah.
It's a little heavy on the cinnamon. Little heavy.
But see, I love it.
I know, but it's still good.
Pumpkin.
But I wouldn't want to eat like a whole one or like a whole.
Actually, no, you're right, because that one bite was enough for me.
Yeah.
So, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you land with this?
Oh, I would do like a 5.5.
Okay, I could get behind that. Because I was thinking 5, maybe 6, 5.5. Hey,
or if you made like a hot chocolate and you just put that in the bottom of your cup and like your Keurig like drip over it as it's.
Yes, or some espresso would be fantastic.
Yeah.
See, sugar-free option. Like, please, sugar-free option.
Okay, and this is just milk chocolate with caramel. It's just.
Oh, we know we love that.
Yeah, and then this one's just milk chocolate, and this one's caramel apple.
Okay. Oh,
they're just pumpkin. They're just shaped.
Yeah, they're shaped.
So they're just shaped like a pumpkin. But again, if it's pumpkin anything, I have to have it. So this one's just the caramel. I already know I love it because I love Ghirardelli.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
listen,
that's an 8.5.
Oh, absolutely, up there at the top. Fantastic.
The milk chocolate, I'm still gonna eat it because it's out and open.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have to.
I wanted to see the pumpkin. Honestly, I'm not a fan of just straight chocolate. I want something in it.
Samson's trying to get in.
Yeah, he is.
That is Samson. Our story involves him later. Yeah, it's great. This one, however, which I love caramel apples.
Yes. Because Witch's Brew. Also, if you know where that one's at, let us know. We haven't found it yet. But we've seen on TikTok that it's out.
But caramel apple Werther's, delicious, by the way.
So
that's a 10 out of 10. So if anybody wants to find those, they're delicious.
Yes. So this one has the caramel apple flavor inside of it as well, like the other one did.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
That's a 9. That's like a solid 9.
Oh my god, that is like a 9.
It's a solid 9. Mm-hmm. Solid 9.
Oh, by the way, if you're a caramel apple girly, there is this side of TikTok that's called Water Talk. And Amber introduced me to a caramel apple water. Listen, don't knock it until you try it. It's fantastic. Do you still have a video on your TikTok of how to make that one?
Yep.
We will go back and we'll share that one. But it is fantastic, delicious, and tastes like a caramel apple straight from the fair. It's fantastic. Or I guess from the fall festival, not from the fair.
So Samson is headbutting the door. His horns are coming in, people. I mean, they've always been coming in, but now he has like little peaks. So it is what it is. I don't know if anybody is obsessed with a waffle cone. I love a waffle cone. Thanks, Bryson. By the way, Bryson's sitting in watching his film. It's making his day. I love a waffle cone. Like, I will just go to the store, get a waffle cone, and eat a plain waffle cone. I've been known to do that at several places. But I also like the bottom of the waffle cone. Like, if you get the ice cream cone. What are those called?
Yes. Drumsticks.
Yeah, drumsticks. And like, it's got like the core, and then they came out with the chunks of just the cone, and it's the core at the bottom. Well, this is just a Hershey's milk chocolate, and it has crushed up waffle cone. So,
heck yes. And listen, if there's also something else that Amber can't pass up, it's limited edition items. So that will also always be a yes for her.
No, I'd give it a 5. It's not waffle coney enough for me.
I only give it a 5 because it has the crunchy texture for me.
But I mean, you don't know it's a waffle cone. Like, it's just like.
If you gave this to me, I would have thought
it was like Rice Krispies.
Yeah, like it was like the crunch.
Yeah, like a crunch bar.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought that was had I not known.
Yeah, no, so that's a fail. I mean, it's not a fail. I mean, it's still good.
Good, but it's not waffle cone good.
Okay, and last but not least, because who doesn't love a Funyun? These are the sour cream and onion ones. I'm sure that these have probably been out for a while. People, I don't get out of the house often. It's too peoply out there. So,
And we just happened to be in the gas station yesterday, and these were by the, it's called sour cream and Funyun instead of sour cream and
but
onion.
If you flip it over on the back, read it. Because I was reading from the back, so I thought I was wrong.
Oh, I got you. Well, on the front.
On the front it says it, but I was reading it from the back, and I was like, maybe I'm wrong. I thought it said something else.
Well, I love me some Funyun.
But I have to have, if I'm going to have sugar, I have to then have something salty, otherwise I will be ill.
Same.
Tastes like a Funyun.
It's not overly sour cream and oniony.
It's good, but give me a regular Funyun any day. I'd give it a 7.
I'm good with a 7 because I love Funyuns.
Right, yeah.
And I love sour cream and onion, but that could have been great.
That could have been delicious.
That could have been great.
Kind of like so the other night, our older kids, normally every night, Kaylin and Lyndon and Rhiannon will go to Sonic, or they'll go to Dairy Queen, and they'll go and pick up ice cream, or like Lyndon needs a late night snack. Lyndon's probably hearing this because he's in the next room. So they'll always come in and ask me, because I stay up with our boys until 11:30 whenever I put them to bed. So Lyndon came in and he's like, hey, we're going to go to Sonic. And he was like, do you want one of the Grillos, like anything? And I was like, it's so late. No, I really want to try the slushie and the burger, but no. And then I was like, I want to try the tater tots, but I would have to try them there. And I was like, go ahead and get me the fries. So I tried, you don't know this, sorry. I tried the Grillo fries. They had like hardly no seasoning. So I was like, what's the point? If you're not going to like load my stuff with seasoning, I don't want it.
I say we, you could make it better. We can make it better at home.
Yeah, I have pickle seasoning. And Grillo's, I love Grillo's. Grillo's, Cleveland Kitchen. Clausen's I'll use in a pinch. Even Aldi's fresh pickles, delicious. I have a thing for pickles. Before it was cool. Like, yeah. Gotta feed the kid. Kid tax, apparently. Instead of, parent tax.
He's begging for a
that
onion.
Parents take out whenever your kids come home with Halloween candy.
I feel like I'm tossing a dog a treat. Like,
I used to do candy parades at my old job.
Yeah.
Like, they would, because I would always have candy on my desk. And, like, people would just come over and I would just toss it over the wall. And they're like, it's candy parade. Yeah. So, yeah, no. We're good with candy parades.
I'm the one that used to buy the candy for her old job.
The one before that, too.
The last job, I was the one that bought the candy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Son.
Okay, that's enough. Okay.
So
let's talk about what happened
on Monday?
Earlier this week.
On Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So we get a notification on our ring that someone has rang our doorbell. And we recognize the face. And it's one of our neighbors who we've talked to before.
We don't know their names, by the
Not
way.
a
We've
clue.
been here almost 2 years. We don't know their names.
Not a clue. But we've seen him. He's come up to the door and talked to us before. And
Yeah, he asked us whenever we moved in, he was like, oh, you have a lot of kids. And I was like, yeah. He said, well, where's your husband? And I was like, is he going to live with you? And I was like, well, yeah. So I was explaining the situation. And he went, well, that's different, and just kept on walking. So,
but he's lovingly known to at least us and our neighbor across the street as Corvette Guy. So that's what he will be referred to from here on out. So Corvette Guy rings our doorbell. Listen, if somebody rings our doorbell, we know it's not anybody that we actually know, because at our house, you just walk in.
You just walk in.
You don't knock, you don't ring the bell, you just walk in. So we of course sent Randy. So Randy goes to the door, and Randy's being, the nice guy that he is, and Amber pulls it up on the ring to listen to him. And this guy is telling Randy that our dog has pooped in his yard, and was telling Randy that he needed to go pick it up. And I get it. Like, normally, certain neighborhoods, if your dog is out, poops in someone else's yard, pick it up, yes. However, we're out in the county, and believe me, we've looked it up. There's no ordinance, okay, in our area. Our dogs free roam in this neighborhood, okay?
Our dogs are not the only dogs that free roam. And that is actually why another neighbor bought their home, is because they saw that we let our dogs go out, and they were like, that is the place for me.
And they loved our dog.
Yeah.
They loved Marley.
Yeah.
But Amber overhears this, and she's like, oh, no.
I mean, he was like, if you all don't do something about your dogs, and blah, blah, blah. So I went out there, and I said, okay, so you saw Marley do that. And he goes, no, it could have been anybody's dog, but I want you all to clean it up. And I said, well, that's not going to happen. Unless you know it was our dog, or you're going to knock on everybody's door and tell them they have to clean it too. Like, no, we're actually not going to be cleaning that up. Well, other things transpired.
He went 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds.
Yeah. And things that you don't mess with are my kids, obviously, because I will die for them.
And my
pets. Don't mess with them. Just they're off limits. There are just certain things that are off limits. Samson,
in our family.
Well, yeah, but I mean
the rest of our family too. But anyways.
But Samson comes to the door, the glass door. Our door is full glass, screen door, I guess that's what it's called. And he's standing there, and he's bleating because mommy's outside. And you can hear him now. That's what he does. And he goes, is that a sheep that you have in your house? I'm gonna have you arrested.
You have a lamb in the house. Is that okay? We'll find out with the sheriff.
Yeah,
we'll find it's okay to have chickens. They used to be against the rules. Maybe it's okay.
I looked that up.
We've lived here for 2 years, sir.
And
you can't have a sheep. I'm gonna have them take your sheep.
Let's see what the sheriff has to say about that.
And then he called me a psychotic
B word.
Why don't you go ahead and hit me?
So I can call the sheriff.
Yeah, I was like, my response was, sir, why would I hit you? They're
Just hit me and we'll get to the sheriff.
You're on my property.
Just hit
not going to take my sheep. He's like, well, you can't have chickens either. I said, we don't have an HOA. We have checked the ordinances, and we've done nothing wrong. And if you don't know that that was our dog that pooped in your yard, we're not cleaning it. So one thing that we do know about Marley will not poop in open grass. She just won't. I don't know why. Our dogs were rescued, and they came from severe conditions for the most part. So we don't know why they do the things that they do. I don't know how she's also Houdini and can slip-proof harnesses, but she can in about 2.5 seconds, even if you're watching her.
5-point, tactical. We
Doesn't
tried
matter.
it all. Everything.
So I said, you don't know that it was her, but, and, I'm sorry, we're not doing it. And he just kept, I guess he thought screaming things at us, and then I screamed back. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I screamed at him to get off my property. And
Get off my property. Trust me, you're not wanted. Don't step foot on it again.
Hey, Molly, Ronnie gets run over. I'm not going to call him right now. I'm right down here mowing grass. Pop that hand.
Talk to me about what?
Call him and see.
Talk to me about what?
About your dog's behavior.
I stay in my house.
Call the sheriff for head. Okay?
Don't come to my house again.
he wouldn't. And this guy's old, and I get it. He's old and crotchety. That's exactly what I had to tell the sheriff, by the way, the next day. But he drives the Corvette up and down our street. Now, there's a speed limit on a residential street. I'm sure everybody knows that. We have several children that ride their bikes, walk up and down. Kids ride their ATVs up and down the street, and that's perfectly fine. They are kids being kids. Let them be kids. If they don't want to be inside, more power to them.
Our little neighbor boy, half the time doesn't even have shoes on.
No.
Love his heart. He just walks on right down here.
Yeah,
like,
or he'll just leave his shoes here, and I'm like, where did he go? Why does he not have his shoes? You know,
So yeah, there's tons of kids that are like around our kids' age, so they're little, like they're younger kids.
but he is a guy that will only get his car out in the perfect conditions, you know? Everybody knows that type.
Mm-hmm.
He will rev his engine up. He'll stop right at our neighbor's tree, and he will rev his engine up. Like, he's red lining it, and he said that, and he'll just speed down the street. So, I am going to get some ways to draw some lines on the street just so I can clock exactly how fast he's going, or at least a rough estimate. I checked on a radar gun. I really don't want to spend $200 on this guy. But we've never said anything. He's never hit anybody. He's never said anything to us.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I was like, okay, he went home. Not a big deal.
Isn't he the one that came to our door like a year and a half ago and said, "Oh my gosh, I think I hit your dog"?
Yeah.
But was being like really sweet
Yeah.
and nice about it.
And I was like, okay, well, she's fine.
She's in the house, but
And he was
anyways.
like, oh, okay, I guess I didn't hit her, but I thought I hit her. And I was like, well, okay.
Yeah. I was
If
like,
you can't see.
I thought that was the same guy.
Yeah. So, you know, we've never called on him, even though we know that he is using speeds that are not appropriate. We've never called. Well, now he taunts our dogs with his car.
When he's revving that engine.
Yeah.
He knows
So
what he's
she
doing.
will chase him. Because she won't chase the car that she knows. Now, she did chase the sheriff's car. But I said, if you would bring that car up here 2 or 3 more times, she wouldn't come near it. You know why? She knows it's supposed to be here.
I mean, we live on a dead-end street, and there's only, 4 more houses down past ours?
Yeah.
So, she knows all the vehicles.
Yeah.
She knows.
She knows all of them. Like, it's crazy.
I mean, she even knows the ones up here, too, because she visits all of our neighbors.
So, Marley she's our big, lab-looking dog. We don't know what she is. But she will actually go to all the neighbors' houses, and she collects her rent. They give her treats, pizza. She walked down the street with, a chicken leg the other day. Our neighbor has let him, he was making chicken noodle soup, and, he let her in so he could play with it. She could play with his dog, and then he fed her some chicken, which is great.
And everybody knows, and I don't know how everybody knows Marley's name. Like, not this past Halloween, but the Halloween before is when we really found out that, like, everybody knew Marley. We were, like, walking the neighborhood.
And they're like, oh, there's Marley. She will walk with our kids outside. If we're going trick-or-treating, she walks with us.
Mm-hmm. Like, she walked up to the doors with them and everything.
Yeah.
So
she's very protective. You know, and I'm not saying that she might not have pooped in his yard, but I doubt it. She always goes to the tree line in our neighbor's yard, and he knows it, and that's fine.
Listen, when we came back in after the whole, or when you guys came back in after the whole thing, I was like, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna go sue the deer and the fox and the raccoon that pooped in his yard?
Because we do have a lot of fox, a lot of like raccoons up here.
Jeremy saw a weasel the other day.
Yeah, there was a weasel.
I didn't even know what a weasel looked like in real life.
Look it up.
I had to Google it just in case you didn't know. They look like little ferrets. I had no idea.
But so you know, the guy went home, and I was like, no harm, no foul. One of our friends. Her husband is a sheriff, and I was like, you know, maybe I'll shoot her a message. Oh no, she's gonna be here on Friday. I'll just wait and talk to her then. Like, is there anything that we should do? Well, the sheriff showed up on Tuesday morning.
I'll be honest, I was surprised that he called, but not
right
at the same time, if that makes any sense.
And
like,
they came
did
down.
He really?
Yeah, I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I was expecting you. And he was like, well, why didn't you call us last night? And I was like, because he's an old man, and I was just letting him have his old man rant. Like, I was just letting him do his thing. And, you know, and he said, ma'am, I don't know what kind of poop it is. I don't know, you know, I don't know if it's your dog or the neighbor's dog. Like, there's no proof that it was your dog. He said he didn't even know if it was your dog. And I was like, that's the point. Why are we cleaning up somebody else's dog's mess? Because we know it wasn't Marley. Like, and I said, and you don't know that, but she goes to the trees right there. Like, I know the trees she goes to. The ones in front of her house, the ones in the back of her house. That's where she goes. Don't ask me. I don't know. It could be snowing oats and she doesn't care. She's not going to poop in the yard. It's going to be in the trees. Don't know why. Whatever. We all have our weird things. And the sheriff said, listen, like, next time he speeds down the street, call us. Next time he taunts the dogs with his car, call us. He said, I've told him what his rights are and what his rights aren't. And I said, so you're not going to arrest me for having a sheep? And he just...
Oh, he also said that if he ever came to our door again, to run inside and lock the door
yeah.
and call us.
Yeah. So yeah, that was
I was
fun.
listening to this on the Ring at work, by the way. Listen, I was watching my own little reality show. It was great.
And so Samson's bleeding at the door yet again. And I'm carrying a baby, and I've got my 2 older kids with me. My daughter's videoing just in case, you know, mom decides to go rogue, or they try to actually remove her sheep, and she loses her ever-loving mind. And he's like, is that really a sheep? Because he could hear him, and I was like, yeah. So I opened the big door, and then Samson came to the glass door, and he goes, oh my goodness, they both did. Like, they lifted their sunglasses up, and they were just looking, and they said, oh, is he wearing diapers? And I was like, they're pull-ups.
That's at the point that I knew I could just stop watching the video, because I was like, oh, they're on to Samson.
We're good now. We're good.
Is that the lamb?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn,
say hi?
Hi.
Hi, baby boy.
You're wearing a diaper?
Yeah. Yes.
And the muzzle.
And a muzzle, because he chews cords, and we don't want him to be a pork chop or a lamb chop.
Lamb chop.
We promise he's not in it all the time. It's just because if we're not in there with him, he will get into electrical cords, and then we will have lamb chops. But yes, he does wear diapers.
Wow.
But no, he's actually always out on a leash.
How old you had it?
Since he was 3 days old, and he is 3.5 months old.
So you got like taking...
And he said, no, we're not going to take your sheep. He said, but is it as big as it's going to get? And like, no questions about what had happened, any other, they just want to know about Samson. And he was like, listen, he's like, if he shows up at the door, go inside, call us, he can go to the judge, and like kind of rolled his eyes and was like, I got you. You know, they could ask us to keep our dogs in our yard, and yes, they could order us to, and we understand that.
But then everybody else in the neighborhood would have to as well.
Right.
There are no leash laws. We looked it up, like, as soon as you all
And one
came
of our
back
neighbor's
inside.
dogs, like, literally poops on our sidewalk on our front porch, like, on the concrete.
And as aggravating as that is,
And we don't care.
Because we know that dogs roam free in our neighborhood.
And I'm sorry. I think that dogs should be, I mean, as long as my kids aren't, like, rolling around in it, I don't care.
Yeah, like, I don't think that animals should have to stay on a leash. They shouldn't have to.
No.
You know, like I said, we're out in the county. It's not
Yeah.
like we're living in the middle of town. And I'm sorry, I don't want to put a whole fence around our yard.
I'd hate to see what that would cost.
Oh my God. And we don't even have a ton
But
of
the thing
property.
is that Luna could jump it.
And Marley
I had a
would
fence.
Houdini her way out of it.
Luna, I had a fence at my old house, and she jumped it with no problem. She can jump, and it's just, you know, it is what it is. But it was seriously, as soon as, like, this guy leaves, and me and Randy are in the back living room, we're talking to everybody, our neighbor's cat walks. You see it walking up and just sitting on our front doormat, and I was like, The next day, no, yesterday, we were driving down the road, and there's a cat and a dog in the road. They're not moving. They're not moving.
No.
I
So
get
you
out
know
of the
what
car.
we did instead of revving our engine at it?
I got out of the car, and I'm like, come on, babies. Come on.
Move out of the way.
Or I was going to pick them up and just move them.
And
Like,
you know what? It only took like 7.3 seconds.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to rev our engine.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So don't mess with our kids, because we are willing to die for them, because we are willing to get along for them. We will still die for them. And I will do the same for our animals. Maybe not Olive.
She's mean.
She's
sometimes.
mean. She's a Sour Patch Kid. But, you know, it was just, the whole incident was just stupid.
The whole time we were like, is this really happening?
Yeah, I'm like, is this real life right now?
Is this what we're talking about? We're literally talking about what the poop looks like in this guy's yard.
Yeah, and for him to say, I don't know whose poop it is. I don't know what dog it was, but it's yours.
After listening to the ring, I am honestly surprised that he had his gloves on because he was working out in the yard. I'm honestly surprised that he didn't bring a sample of it to our door and said, "Is this your dog's?"
The sheriff goes, we're not gonna, like, we don't care. Like, we don't care. We don't know what kind of poop it is. We don't care.
He's like, "We're just doing what we need to do."
But at first he was like, he said, I'm doing a formal investigation. And I was like, an investigation of what? And he goes, I mean, no, it's a report. I'm sorry. It's not an investigation. This is a report. Like, it's literally going to go on this piece of
it just
paper.
needs to be documented.
He's like, it's going to go on this piece of paper. And I'm going to go about my way. And we told him not to come back to your house. He said, and I said, well, he said, and don't go. And I said, I've walked down that street like twice.
And that was
Halloween. Like,
for 2
but
years.
now I guess we know why the other neighbors are like, we don't like those guys at the end of the street. And we were like, what? Like, they're just old guys that walk the neighborhood. Well, we found out.
Why.
Now we know. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting for our neighbor in front of us. He's been wanting to have a conversation with him. I'm waiting.
Love his heart. He's like,
He's the sweetest guy.
he really
Don't
is.
get me wrong,
He
sweetest
was
guy.
like, the only reason that I've not said anything to him is because you guys said he was nice. And I was like, well, up until now, we thought he was.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to give you a heads up of what actually happened because
He is not so nice.
he was like, oh, I've been waiting. He's like, let him come talk to me. I have some words for him. Thank you.
Yeah. Don't rev your Corvette engine up and down our street and then get mad because our dogs chase you. Like, and also.
And not even like chase you in a bad way. Like they're literally playing with you because you're revving your engine at them.
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's play. It's literally what Marley thinks that he's doing.
And it's stupid.
It's so stupid.
It's stupid. So Blue Corvette Man is definitely on a list of people that we don't like. That list gets longer every day, and we're okay with that.
It's fine. We keep our circle small for a reason.
Yes, we do. But we've now reviewed
anyways.
candy with you all. If you all have any like pumpkin spice things that like you think that we
God.
should try, let us know where we can find them.
Yes.
And we will definitely do that because I'm a pumpkin spice fanatic, and at Christmas I love all things peppermint mocha. So, there you go.
We will definitely be finding all of the pumpkin things over the next couple of months.
I have to have them.
And we will try all of them with you.
Like the Little Debbie's, I have to have them. It's like I have to.
Oh my gosh, those pumpkin delights.
I know. They're delicious.
My gosh. Listen.
We'd have to find our mom for them.
I'm pretty sure that we had to buy her like boxes of them one year because she
And I
couldn't
don't
find
care.
them.
Yeah, and I don't care.
It's fine.
They're delicious. They
That's
are.
what we
They're
do for
delicious.
our mama. Because she wants them.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
I hope y'all had great time listening to us just ramble about our neighbors and eat some candy.
It's all right. You know, maybe someday you'll come visit and see all of our dogs and how not vicious they are.
And our sheep, because he'll still be here.
He will still be here. He will still be here. All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Come back next week and hang out with the moms
on another episode of
Landed Roots.